On today's episode of Beyond the Craft, we're thrilled to welcome a truly unique artist, Anoud AlKhalfan. As a passionate doll maker, Anoud brings life to her creations through intricate designs that blend heritage and creativity. She has transformed her love for art and culture into beautifully crafted dolls that capture the essence of Kuwaiti traditions. Over the years, Anoud has mastered the art of storytelling through her craft, creating pieces that are as meaningful as they are detailed. Join us as we explore into her world of craftsmanship and discover what drives her passion for doll making.
We are back to our show again, Beyond the Crafts, and now we are in the workshop with our distinguished guest. So all of us, let's welcome the doll maker, Anoud AlKhalfan. Hello and welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much for the invitation. Actually, we are in your house, in the basement prices, and we saw in an amazing corners, everything here, there is a unique art.
Right.
So I saw doll makers here, a workshop there, tables, pictures, anatomy, drawing. So I am curious, this happened from long journey. So when did you start to be in art?
I started when I was like 9 years old, and it comes to me, and I use some kind of, I also use scraps of fabric from the start, and because I have fascination with iconic characters, and I start to make simple dolls, and that's how it comes to me from the beginning.
Which kind of iconic characters you mentioning that time?
At that time, since I was a child, I was like into cartoon characters, but of course, the enemy, the Japanese cartoon from back then.
It's because the Japanese cartoon back then, the colors and the visual art, not like now. Now it's more the 3D and AI. So that time, because it's more extreme with the colors and the features,
Right.
that's when it's already inspired you a lot?
Yeah, the visual was so intense, especially the colors, and it's giving me this kind of, it sparks my imagination. So from there, I get my creativity worked on. So yeah.
So
that's
the
how it goes.
creativity from that time, since
Right.
that time, but not any kind of animation, because the dolls we are seeing here and the characters from different kind of businesses, different kind of categories, Japanese and Western also kind of
Right,
cartoons.
mostly Western.
Western, yes.
Yeah.
So this like it dragged me to another topic. The colors you are doing back then, I saw the colors before and even now. Before it was more brighter.
Right.
Now you're going to more darker.
Right.
Because people, when their mooding change, their thought change, even their color change.
Absolutely.
So why you change from warmer to darker colors?
It depends. The darker is giving like more realistic, intense figure, especially on the face. Let's say if it's like, let's say you're gonna make it like more personalized as a doll. So to me, when I go to dark colors, it's giving like shadings, mostly black and a hint of white. This kind of basics colors, it's giving more realistic touch. So the light colors is giving like more cartoonish, characterized look. So,
Actually, you're going to the right point, because when you go to the Florence Academy of Art there in Italy, Republic of Italy, they are teaching always, if your background is like dark or black, it will show more about the portrait of the feature of
Right,
the face.
yeah.
And when you go to the Japanese in the Western side, in the Eastern side, you will see more brighter because for cartoons.
Right.
So you got it by your own self-thought, we can say.
Yeah. Self-exploration along the time when I go with the colors.
Actually, I am investing because we are here in your workshop. I saw too many different familiar characters. For me, I'm a big fan with some of these characters. But the way you are dealing with them, you will do your own signature with the doll. When did you start to do your own signature?
I started once I have this kind of, I want to go with my own collectible line. So I want to have my own collectors. So they can find me like my own signature on the dolls, the colors I'm using, the features, the materials, of course. So I started from a long time ago. Like, let's say when I were like when I were in college.
You were in college level. I will go back since when you've been 9 years old. That time, do you remember you show your first doll to who?
Back in college, I showed to everyone, like for them was.
When you are 9 years old.
9 years old, I showed it to my sister because we were sharing rooms in the same. We were in the same room, so I was like taking her opinion. Is it like what do you think of this? Do you know? Can you tell who's this character? And she was like, from the beginning, she tell the character. She knows it. So yeah.
When she answered the question, she knows the character. How does it feel to you? A challenge or inspiration?
Achievement. Because, you know, I was discovering my talent if I can nail the features of the character, if anyone would tell this character is same as I wanted. So when someone else can tell which character, it's achievement to me.
Achievement and a big accomplishment because it means like you are imitating the same replica but in a different style.
Exactly.
So when you do any doll until today, like after this all years, so every person when he looks to any kind of the dolls here and he mentioned a character, it means for you overwhelmed?
It is, especially let's say the reaction, you know, like whoever see the excitement of the person when see the doll and can tell the character or get fascinated by the look or by the artistry involved in the doll. So this is like, to me, it's everything.
Remember when I first came, I saw one character familiar. When I thought, oh, that's her.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good inspiration.
The excitement is enough for me.
That's enough for you.
Yeah, it's more than enough.
So did you, before you participate, I know like you participated different like in exhibitions as solo, but which one was unique for you? Like in a big, like you did your own exhibition, you did participate. How do you see the reaction with the people and the visitor when they're looking to your dolls?
Most likely when I participating in exhibits, most people, they just pass by and look at my dolls and they will tell this is like something new to them, like unique. And one of them asked me if they can find it in the store, the art store behind me. And I was like, no, I made them. And the shock and the excitement, like how, and they just ask me more questions. And yeah, from there I get the people, how they find my dolls as unique as it looks.
I noticed something. Some of your materials here, it's already shipped. It's not from here. I noticed you put it in the bag. So you are waiting for some of the materials, you have to be shipment. Some of them you have to order for it. The other one you have to look for it in Kuwait. Some of them you have to arrange with some different kind of people to bring it to you in Kuwait. So this one of the challenges you are facing every day, right?
Yeah, of course. The resourcing my materials, it's like absolutely some kind of a challenge to me I'm facing recently. And also, especially because I'm so detailed when it comes to materials. And it should be eco-friendly and should be visually appealing to the clients and to my dolls when I make them. So yeah, it's a challenge to resource my material.
And there is something else. When you're checking your materials all the time, you have to do testing for them. Maybe you want to put it in your hands, like the colors on the palette or maybe in the table. It will take a long time for testing. Is it okay to be patient?
I took countless hours just to experimenting my materials. And also just using anything just to come up the idea when it comes to my vision.
I notice you don't wear you don't put clocks and you don't have watches here.
Yeah, it's better to be that way.
That's better
it's
for
better
you.
be that way, so I can continue the doll at whatever I feel like this is what I want as an outcome.
So when you did your result at the end and you want to give it to any person, this is what motivates you to do another one. It's different. Like people said, okay, I did this one, I took too many times, maybe couples, days, months. Then I have to another project. What motivates you always until today now, motivated and do something new?
The excitement, and also when I think of the idea of doll making, it's like a heritage. I have to non-stop doing it. And my motivation, the excitement from my collectors and also the people, I just want to make them know about this kind of art. You know, it's like a message I want to deliver. So yeah, that comes from.
And there is something more important I noticed from all the things I'm watching here. I saw some dolls represent Western side characters, Eastern side characters, and there is some small touch about our identity here in Kuwait, the cultural things.
Of course.
So this is, you put it for your family or you did it for yourself, the identity?
Actually, I've been influenced by Kuwaiti women from our old culture, Kuwaiti culture, and doll making, because they used to do doll making back then. And it's inspired me to keep the heritage alive.
And also because the most colors you're using for our heritage before, which is black and red. So this is like inspired you a lot for the black and the red ones.
Right, yeah, for the intense, realistic touch on the dolls.
And the features.
For the features too.
Features.
Yeah.
So this is like we say all the combination together, like Anoud AlKhalfan, she's into the cultural art. And also she wants to make their doll makers because she's her inspiration. And sometimes I notice you brought some dolls like in a basic doll with anatomy and you put your features on it, right?
Yeah.
Why you change your style?
Just to go for a new segment of clients, let's say, to attract more audience, because so many people, they have an idea about certain dolls. I don't want to be looked at the same line. So when I create a different look, different style designs, it comes different audience. It comes with a different line.
Different line, different
Yes,
line.
this is my goal. Just to go, my goal to look for more audience, different segments.
I notice, I will talk a little bit about your account on social media. Did you always listen to your comments? You always up looking to your comments a lot, or you do something about your own?
No, of course. I have to have ask sometimes for the feedback, just to upgrade some materials, some techniques. I also look mostly from the artists, especially from the artists. So yeah, just to learn from them.
So after I had this wonderful conversation in the workshop, we are curious now to see about your artwork.
Sure.
We are very curious. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Always ready. So dear viewers, this is like, we'll go to this break, then we'll continue the show Beyond the Craft with our distinguished guest, the doll maker, Anoud AlKhalfan. Stay tuned with us.
Doll making is one of the oldest forms of art, dating back thousands of years. Historically, dolls have played various roles across cultures, from sacred objects in rituals to children's toys, each telling a unique story of its time and place. The earliest dolls were discovered in ancient Egypt, around 2000 BC, made from simple materials like wood, stone, and clay. As civilizations evolved, so did the art of doll making. In ancient Greece and Rome, dolls were made from wax and terracotta, often crafted with movable limbs and elaborate details to mimic the human form. These dolls were cherished not only by children, but also by adults, symbolizing fertility, beauty, and femininity. Meanwhile, in Africa, dolls played a significant role in cultural rituals, often associated with birth, growth, and protection. They were intricately crafted from beads, cloth, and wood, carrying spiritual significance and passed down through generations. The art of doll making took a new turn during the Middle Ages in Europe, where wooden and cloth dolls became widely popular. By the 16th century, France and Germany emerged as the centers of doll making, producing finely detailed porcelain dolls that are now seen as collector's items. These dolls became symbols of wealth and status, particularly among the European aristocracy. As the Industrial Revolution progressed, doll making shifted from a handcrafted art to mass production, making dolls more affordable and accessible to the public. In modern times, doll making has expanded to include a wide variety of styles and materials, from handcrafted artisan dolls to machine-made versions. The evolution of this craft reflects changes in society, technology, and culture. Today, dolls are not only toys, but also artistic expressions of identity, heritage, and storytelling. Contemporary doll makers often blend traditional techniques with modern design, using materials like silicone, resin, and fabric, and drawing inspiration from both historical and contemporary influences. What started as a simple art form rooted in ritual and culture has now transformed into a global industry with endless diversity. From collector's dolls to personalized art pieces, the craft continues to evolve, showcasing the rich cultural heritage and artistic innovation of doll makers worldwide.
We are still in our show Beyond the Crafts. After the report, now we are in the actual place which our distinguished guest, the doll maker, already AlKhalfan, she will gonna creating, this is the creativity place, or maybe her magic. So I know this is like your place already. I see too many materials here, the dolls, the cottons, the needles, the pencils, the colors. So I want to know, what about the steps to create a doll in the beginning?
From the beginning, I start sketching detailed sketches for the doll, and
With sketching?
yeah, sketching.
In the beginning is sketching, then you also distribute all your tools. I can see here, this is the head.
Yes.
Is this the head?
Yes.
And why you put here a hole, a small hole here?
Just to change the cotton, because I use 100% cotton.
Okay.
Sometimes I use something else like fibers, natural fibers, and bends just to do the face.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is like some needles you put just to
Yes.
combine them all together.
Yeah,
huh?
this is how I do the sculpting for the face. Feature of the face, it has a special needle.
Okay.
So when it comes to start with the face, I go from the nose and the lips and whatever features I have to start with. Each feature has a special needle. Because I use a technique called needling.
Needling.
Yeah, which is sculpting with a needle. Because I'm using cotton, so that's how I give the features of the face.
So
This is like a faceless doll,
Faceless doll.
head.
Head, but how do you ensure this is a good quality for any doll? Like I know you've been in too many like materials you ordered before.
Of course.
How do you ensure this is the best one for the best doll? The cottons inside. There's cottons in, by the way, everybody.
Yeah,
She put
100% cotton.
100% cotton.
Yeah.
So how do you ensure this is the best one?
First of all, it should be like, eco-friendly,
Okay.
and I'm very detailed when it comes to materials because I have to do my research and a special store, especially online, because some things I can't find it in the store here in Kuwait, so I go abroad, and it should be visually appealing. Yeah, visual appealing for the doll. So yeah, mostly it should be very high quality material.
High quality. So first of all, we combined the materials together after the sketching. First of all, sketching, you combine the materials with needling.
Right.
Then you put it in prototype.
Right.
And then you create the custom, like the clothes here.
Yes, here it comes the customized look, or let's say the style, how it's gonna go on the prototype doll. And then from there, I just come more, if I'm gonna add more touches, more materials within. And then I would go with the finished doll, with the head. If I'm gonna use like, let's say, hair to give the realistic look, I use also fiber, organic fiber, like organic wool and mohair, like you see here.
Yes.
Giving like realistic touch of the hair.
Okay.
So
also, this is you ordered for this, or you?
no,
creating?
this I created.
Nice.
I ordered like it's called mohair.
Mohair.
So yeah, I just do the size of this is a wig, and also I use an organic wool.
But how do you ensure it will fit the head?
Because I take measurements.
Measurement. huh?
Yeah, I have to
Okay.
go with them. I take everything.
See everybody.
Everything been measured.
See everybody. It's like a measure. You see.
Yeah.
So it's like a cap.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Depends on the head of the doll.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
So after you put the head, but I notice the materials here little bit iron. This one.
This is stainless steel.
Stainless steel. Okay.
Yes. So just to give the effect of moving the parts. And if you want to make her set or want her stand, so it's not gonna fall, so it's gonna be giving this kind of standable doll.
So after this, all the steps, then you will put, at the end you put the head, and you put the shoes before the head.
I just go for the style before anything. The head is like, I need my time to do the face.
Featuring
the
take time,
features.
huh?
That's why I keep this head open, one of the sides open, so I can play from inside to do the cheeks, the nose.
You will do my head first.
Yes,
next time?
of course.
It's easy to do.
Yes. The people who's in front of me, it's more easy than the pictures. That's how I get my inspirations and my work, how to start. So I need some certain images, clear images, so I can start to do the personalized dolls.
And even I notice here, there is too many certain books behind me, and even there is pictures here.
Yeah.
And I notice I got attention for this book,
Mhm.
making an adult.
Right.
And I see the steps here, like
Right.
even the same you're mentioning.
Yes, that's why I learned my technique from my mentor, Garay. She's the one who's giving me techniques from sculpting to painting, using colors, and how to do the eyes, certain features for the face.
Especially for the eyebrows
Yes,
and the
yes,
eyes.
and how to use the colors to give the realistic look. So she's one of the mentors, and I appreciate her work for sure, because she's a international doll maker herself. So that's why I get my inspirations and techniques from.
And so on behalf of our show, we're sending our gratitude to her as well,
Sure.
because she's one of the people who give you the inspiration
Yeah,
to
from the
create these
beginning.
masterpieces.
From the beginning.
Nice. So now I get something, and I know something now. But I am an amateur. If I will be advanced in this profession, what do you advise me for anyone who's watching us who want to be advanced level?
To be advanced in any professions, to me, is you have to never stop what you're doing. As let's say, if you have like interest to paint, you have to go and follow the artists you love their work. So you will notice their colors, the way they using take some kind of technique. So you just follow and keep going.
Keep go forward, keep going, learning
Yes,
from
I
your
never
mistake.
yes.
And you don't throw anything, right? If you just keep.
I always recycle everything here.
So this is all recycled here?
Everything recycled.
Nice, that's why.
Yeah.
I noticed like this, like you want to recycle, you want to do
Yeah.
something and even more. So I have something in my mind. Before, when we are sitting in a different corner, I mentioned about the comments in the social media. Now let's talk about the clients. I know they have too many clients. Maybe they are ordering through your account social media, maybe in the exhibition, they need some certain type of prototype, maybe themselves or the character. How can you always containing them because they want something and you know in your vision something will gonna happen, something not. How do you are containing and negotiate with them?
For sure, I have to connect with them, asking for details of their requests, asking questions to know more their culture, their elements they want to include. So once this kind of conversation back and forth between me and them, and update them also with some kind of, I'm asking feedbacks if they have certain things to add. So that's how I keep updates.
And even you do for them like steps, like every time you're showing them, I will go to this direction. Is it okay with you? Then you are
Of
following?
course, yeah, I always giving them the updates just to make sure it will meet the required.
And I have a question, something in my mind. I know you face too many clients, too many experiences. Can you mention a moment you will not forget for a client? He wants something and he did something amazing and his also response is amazing.
It was one of the moments I created an iconic character, and it was requested from a client,
Okay.
and he just sent me an image of that iconic character,
Okay.
and I nailed it.
Okay, you did your
And
best.
yeah, I did my best without even, he didn't even ask me for an update.
Okay.
I was asking for like if there's some kind of feedback, you want to add something, a certain style, and when he received it, he just showed me excitement, and that's why
How was his reaction that time?
he was just like excited. He didn't believe I nailed it that way as a character.
So how does it feel to you, somebody of your clients say to you, thank you, Anoud, for your hard work? How does it feel to you, the appreciation?
The appreciation, of course, it makes me feel I want to go for more. I want to create more new dolls and new techniques I have to learn just to have this kind of,
The sense.
yes.
So you mentioned something. What is the future of Anoud? Now you've been in a very professional level. You have your own techniques and your own signature. So people, when any place in the world, you just look to you. This is Anoud's technique. So in the future, what about the future plans of you?
My future plans, I want to create a community for the doll makers, let's say, who appreciate dolls overall. So like I have my own community, just want to give them updates and learn, and they collect my dolls, like, because my dolls are collectible. So I want a group of, let's say, a community of people that appreciate my work and love to see and be updated with whatever line I'm gonna release.
So this is a message for all doll makers in the state of Kuwait. So she wants to create a community for doll makers. They want all together to create something new, to be reflecting about you share the same habits and even the techniques. So you mentioned something important, like you want to say any person you're learning from. So everyone is important because there's different techniques.
Right. Yeah, everyone has their own style and techniques and point of view in certain things. So that matters, because sometimes you see something the other person doesn't see that same way as you see. So when you hear from them, or you see the style, how they go with whatever technique, especially the artists.
Okay.
So I learned so much from the creators, and I gain an insight in the industry. So it matters, because it will add on my own techniques. I will come up with a new technique myself.
But I noticed something. If you want to participate in the exhibitions, or we do courses and workshops outside your workshop, outside your home, you have to take too many stuff with you. It's not easy. So how you will ensure, like, I want to take this certain of materials, I go another place, I will create something?
Well, the thing is, because most of my things are recycled, so mostly Yeah, I have
I'm
to.
I'm
I have.
honest.
I
honest.
was trying to because I have like I just bring with me a special bag containing everything, especially the colors, the pastels, the pencils, and the fabric if I need it. But sometimes I would create the dolls, the base, and I bring it with me
But
for certain workshops.
But I want to tell you something. Be honest. What is the thing in the workshop when you leave? It have to be with you always.
Beside the pens,
Yes.
sometimes the
It's too many stuff. I will go with the dolls, or you go with the needle, or the pen, or different things.
if I'm gonna leave the spot,
Yes.
mostly yeah,
All of them.
all of the mostly the needles because
needles.
yeah, because like I said, every feature in the face it has a certain needle. So yeah, actually I learned from online tutorials
Tutorials. Huh?
and from the school, the
Okay.
basics.
And your mom supporting you.
My mom's supporting me, but she doesn't know how to sew.
Nice. So you are teaching each
Yeah,
other.
yeah. She just she's like into craft world. She do the wrapping gifts and stuff, and I steal some of her
So
clothes.
so you can do sewing my folding here.
Yes,
I know
yes.
you are expert
Yeah,
now.
I'm expert right now.
It's easy.
I'm like a tailor, so I can do anything you want.
Nice. So this is the most important. Now you became a tailor and an artist, and also the visual artist to create this masterpiece there.
Right, right.
So the good thing, like you mentioned, like there's something links to another. If you want to be an expert, you have to learn all the techniques, so you don't have to ask another person. So it takes too many long years to learn all of these. How does it feel to you after all these years now? You see yourself and a new Anoud now, like an old one. What do you want to say to her, the old one?
It's like, of course, I appreciate it shows the growth in my arts, and just I appreciate everything I've been through, because every moment since then I learned so many stuff, and since then till today my dolls wasn't the same.
Nice.
Everything been
Revolutionized.
Of course, yeah.
So, and last words to you, everyone who's watching us. Your camera is there. What do you want to say to them?
I want to say is whatever you're doing, anything you're inspired, you love, never stop doing what you like, and keep doing. And you never know, maybe in the future you're gonna reach your goal or beyond your goals.
Beyond your goal, this is
Yeah.
the most important thing. We pick the last word, just always beyond your goals and work hard. So I guess we already reached the end of our episode for today. A special thanks to our distinguished guest, the doll maker, Anoud AlKhalfan, and all the people who's working behind the scene for coverage this amazing experience with her. So we'll see you next time with more amazing episode. Have a good day, everybody.